I need to figure out this. I need to figure out how this camera stuff works. I still think it's made up. That'll work. Why haven't they figured out a way to make glasses not fog? Like ever. There we go. Fuck you, Valve. Just kidding, I love Valve. No, I don't. What is the name? Steam. Damn error codes. Interesting. Can I skip these? Will this kill my experience? Maybe. Let's see. Nope. There we go. There we go. Oh, that's what it was. Accepted bit rate less than 5K. Can I do that in OBS live? check. Dun, dun, dun. Is my bit rate better? Okay. Let's see what I lowered the bit rate. Excellent. Now I'm in excellent mode. Let's try some desert. Desert time. Quit telling me to remove stuff. I love branding. Let's see, water, let's keep it. Bucket. Oh, that one might be me. Da, 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 da. Oh. Alright. Let's get this guy. Let's fuck him. I guess I can put into your hand and shuffle. Each desert I control. Okay, fuck. There we go. Damn, dog. It's less than 5K. Whatever. Reach. Interesting. Look at him. Okay, fuck this guy. Haha. You loser. This is what a superior gaming PC needs. You actually don't need, you don't need to play high-end games. You need to build an expensive PC, and then you need to play a very low-tier game. That is peak. That is peak. Let's see. Well, that was maybe I have to open the bedroom. 2. Interesting. Alright, this match is getting sexy. Each desert I control, he gets thicker. So I can still make him and I can block him. Alright, it's probably gonna do something nice. Damn! Target will still believe. Oh, come on, man. Fuck you. I hate this guy. That's the strongest creature I had. I haven't been able to block. Because I'm dumb. I want my plant spider back. Really bad. Oh man. I can't take a full there. Oh my god. Fuck this guy. So 2 people have to block him. That's... Man, fuck Menace, dude. Okay, that was dumb. I'm that one. They shouldn't have attacked. They should have waited. He took out my only good card. I hate this. Okay. Might lose this turn, next turn. Unless a miracle. Miracle? Man, I have a lot of land. This is not helping. Okay, I lost. Damn it. It's okay. I just need to regroup. A red artifact, a red and blue deck? Hold on. A black and red deck, yeah. Interesting. With some artifacts, okay. Maybe? Is this possible? get 900, I'm coming back. Okay. I believe I built a vampire deck a long time ago, too. I'm going for the nightmare. I'm going to do a nightmare deck. Okay. Whenever fear of missing out enters, discard a card and then draw. Delirium. Whenever fear of missing out attacks, the first time each turn, if there is 4 more card types among the cards in your graveyard, untap the creature after this phase. There is an additional combat phase. Interesting. Eerie. Whenever enchantment you control enters, and whenever you fully unlock a room, Internal Phantom gets 2+ until then. Okay. Okay. I'm going the horror route. Horror. Destroy target creature. Okay. Dex. Gotta make one. Hell to pay deals X damage to target creature. Create a number of tap treasure equal to the amount. Okay, there we go. 2. Let's see. Let's see. Vampire deck would be cool. I'll come back to this. I will come back to that. Goblins everywhere. Let's see if that is the one. Standard. Unless that is. Power to the people. Oh, I won. Cool. I was so good, I won before the match even started. Somehow. That was weird. Spooky. Awesome, Death Touch. No combat damage by a creature with attack also gets poison counter equals to, oh god. Poison counter decks are so annoying. Yep, this ain't good. Okay. No, man! I'm gonna lose this one. Balls. Balls on the death touch. I'm lost. I am lost. Let's see. Guess I'll block. Death touch. Ooh. Not good. Big F. I'm gonna lose this one. Fuck this guy. This guy sucks. Yeah. Pick 2 creatures. Yeah, leaves me wide open, but whatever. Oh. It's gonna hurt. Must eliminate. Must investigate this guy. Oh man. Hell yeah. What now? I'ma lose. Okay. I'm gonna concede this one. I'm gonna lose 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah. Even if I block that one person. I'm just gonna put this on a few minute intermission. Set up a virtual machine. I wish I could do a please stand by. there a please stand by moment? Yeah, it's dark. I will be building a deck though as I go. And I'll be looking for other games to play on Linux. Linux? Let's see. Fedora. No, not that one. Fedora Live. Excellent live. Just gonna. I'm gonna cancel that. Quit. Yep. Let's go here. Yeah, it's a black screen right now because I'm setting up a virtual machine. It's not you. It's not you. It's me. I guess this part doesn't really matter anymore. I think that's what it is. I think it's a Tor browser bundle. It is. My copy of the entire Linux man pages and install scripts have come true. Okay. Nope. I'm just retarded. It's Tor browser. Tor browser launcher. That's what it was. Let's cancel that. What's the VM? I use boxes for stuff on the fly. QEMU for when I want, like, I think QEMU gives like you the closest to like bare metal hardware. And I just use Fedora. Fedora is probably the quote unquote most secure quote unquote secure Linux distro. There is a lot of, I guess the main point is people are like Linux doesn't get, just like people that think that like Macs and like Apple devices don't get viruses. They do. I think most people just don't see them. They don't realize this stuff gets patched at a high level, and it's kind of cool. Fedora is like, I used which one? What is it? I used Silver. I used no, what the fuck? I used their security based Fedora distro, and there's some pretty good documentation out there why Fedora achieves this. Flatkill is a common argument against Flatpak, even though Flatpak's does like sandboxing is kind of outdated, I believe now, and it also ships with SE Linux, which is like some security protocols. Fedora's pretty cool. I just don't care to run it, and I try to use as much common sense. Yeah, from a user if you're talking from like it sucks, yeah, but from a user standpoint, if you want like decent security out of the box and usability, I think Fedora is good. Arch, you have to tweak it more. I run Arch, by the way. Arch, if you tweak it and you do some good parameters, I think it's relatively more secure. If security is like your forefront, I think I'm more of a FOSS perspective enjoyer. I think it's more of a choice. I don't like Windows because it's bloated. I prefer Linux because it's you can make it as light as you want. I mean, if you want to use a terminal the whole time, you can. I've never hated Fedora or really had a bad experience with it. I just don't, I guess, care to I don't care to, what's the word? I don't care to like run it as my main distro. I did with Fedora Security Edition, whatever it was. I mean, at one point, OpenBSD on. Yeah, OpenBSD is cool. I think. Which one is the one I used? I used this Nomad BSD. It runs. Okay, whatever. I mean, if somebody runs OpenBSD as their main daily driver, that's pretty based. Bro, is a Raspberry Pi good for a good gift? Yeah, I think it's cool. I think there's people talk about the price, and yeah, the price has definitely gone up, but oh, you're gonna put I don't know. I've never ran. I'm assuming, yeah, you can run OpenBSD on a toaster. From what I understand, I could see why. I don't know if it's portable. If it's the portability is there. I was using I'm like driver wise maybe support probably not the best. That's a good question. I've never the closest I've ran to OpenBSD is I use this, which it's very portable. Nomad BSD is awesome. It runs from a flash drive. That's why it's kind of cool, and it's got this cool picture right here. God, what is it? Yeah, it's pretty. There's a YouTube channel that got me to find this, and I was like, this is awesome. I can run this. I can run BSD from a flash drive. You don't install it like normal. What is it? Damn it! I should have. I should. Where the distro watch? Let's see. Yes, Ghost BSD is cool. I used it. I checked it out in a VM, a virtual machine. It's really cool. It makes people that like are afraid of BSD not afraid of BSD. Let's see if there was. I'm more of a Hannah Montana Linux user. Yeah, if you don't use Hannah Montana Linux, you suck. Real Linux users use Pissy. That's an interesting name. Yeah, real Linux users use I distro hopped for so long that I've used a ton. What about Open Indiana? Oh, that's a real thing? If that's a real thing, then I'll have to check it. I love checking out very strange Linux distros. That I'm not aware of. I think I touched Solaris, and I believe I also used Slack once. I distro hopped for a long time in the beginning of my Linux journey. And I think that's a good way to learn, in my opinion. Like I checked out, I think Reborn OS. What's that one? I think Reborn OS is the that's not it. JK, lied. I used even some of the GNU supported and like loved distros, and they didn't work for me for what I was trying to use. I did Parrot OS. Let me see. Let me go through the list. MX. Nope. Never touched MX Linux. I don't know why it's ranked number one. I don't know if this is not. Oh, Open Indiana is not a Linux distro. Interesting. So it's kind of like Haiku, because I know Haiku is not a Linux distro. I'll search that in a second. Mint. I never touched Mint actually ever once. Endover S, I ran in a virtual machine for like a week and I did not care for it. It's cool. It looks cool. I like the wallpapers. I would actually just if I could just get the wallpapers, I'd be fine with that. I think Endover's pretty good though. Never touched Manjaro. My first Linux distro was actually it was either Ubuntu or Pop OS. I think it was Ubuntu. Yeah, it was Ubuntu. It's a Solaris. Oh, it's a Solaris. Oh, okay. Based. I'll check it out. If I can figure out to run it in a virtual machine, I'll do it. KD Neon Zorin. I think I donated it to them. I ran Catchy OS for like a day, and I didn't care. It's something I was just like, I don't like this. It's kind of ugly. Open source distro. My bad. No, you good. Yeah. Kali, I was a Kali user for when I got my second laptop because I thought it made me look cool. And then I used Parrot, and then I used there was like another quote unquote hacker distro, but apparently its security is really bad. I can't remember the name. Are you? Ooh, I used Void. I used Void Linux. Yeah, no, I'll check it out. And maybe do a review of it. What's it called? Open Indiana? Nope, that's not it. I can't spell because I'm retarded. Of course, it's one word. Void is cool. I so there is a PinePhone Void Linux port. I don't know. Yeah, mute. What? Is it Mus? It's Musel, right? Expedis OS is a Void Linux based distro. This is super fucking behind, and it sucks. I don't know if it's even gonna get finished. To be completely honest, I can just. It's. I understand why it's gonna take a long time because this takes it's a lot of development. I've been seeing this page for a very long time. We're excited that you want to try this, and it's like a web demo. Open Indiana. Welcome to interesting. I'll check this out. Oh, they have an IRC channel. Let me just no update title. There we go. Yeah, it's I really wish I could have gotten down to the Void Enjoyer, but it's, and I believe somebody did a Void Linux gaming, a way to like do Void Linux in game. I believe. I didn't get that far, to be honest. Open Indiana is like Lumo distros. Got cool perks and to it as a serverless. Oh, okay, that's kind of awesome. Oh, and they have a man pages. What happened to they have a man page? Okay. I'm done drinking beer for a minute. Let me see. Yeah, Ghost BSD is cool. I actually DistroWatch was like my main page I went to go find out about Linux when I was first starting out. I loved it because I learned so much. That's how I distro hopped for a long time. No. What was that? I used also. Where is it? I think it's not React OS. There's a yeah. There is a Windows. There's a Windows-like Linux distro that is. It's like Haiku. It's not really Linux. It's kind of like a way to use Windows. It's like a free version. I think I used Zorin at one point. Elementary. I used Elementary. Actually, my roommate. I had an old roommate that I installed Elementary on her laptop because it sucked so bad and it was so hard to run. Just this is what I think. No, it's not Kubuntu. Kubuntu. It was so laggy that I installed Elementary. She didn't even know the difference. It was awesome, and she was a based Linux user without even knowing it. She was like, as long as I can do XYZ, I'll be good. Ghost BSD. Let's see. I would love to be a Gen 2 user. I just don't have enough time. I know Red Core. I think it's Can I build a virtual machine inside a virtual machine? Let's find out. Yeah, what's going on? Let's I wanted this to work. I downloaded this and it gave me an issue. And I don't remember what the issue was. I genuinely don't remember what the issue was. It kind of sucked too because I really like the idea of Gen 2. I like the perspective of it. I think Gen 2 is kind of cool. It's just something new. What was the God, what the fuck is the name? I'm in the server VC. I don't know what that. What do you mean? Oh, the voice chat. Gen 2 is amazing, bro, but compiles are so long. Yeah, unless you have a really like a thread ripper. I think Fun 2 is defunct. Like they're not gonna do it anymore. I think Fun 2 is done. Woo! 1 hour. Damn you, Tor. Let me just cancel that out. Let me just go to this. Oh, the Discord's. Yeah, I saw. Fun 2. I think, yeah, Fun 2 is being defunct. No, my IP address has been exposed. What Red Core? Red Core Linux. I think that's the goat. No. My IP address has been compromised. I am screwed. I remember a long time ago. By the way, I hate CAPTCHAs. I hate CAPTCHAs so much. I think CAPTCHAs are the most annoying thing on the planet. I remember when I spent so much time just doing. This is the only thing that sucks about Tor is these CAPTCHAs. They give me cancer. They give me an absolute dog shit amount of cancer that I hate them. I think the person that created CAPTCHAs should be tortured. Yeah, they removed Fun2 Discord and the whole community's gone off to somewhere else. Yeah, it kind of sucks. I hope though the person that made CAPTCHAs dies a very slow, awful death, and then they have to do CAPTCHA before they die. There we go. I believe, yeah, it's the Fun2. Yeah, man. I believe the Fun2 is yeah, was like, I think they said they had a project. I think they had a project that if I'm not mistaken, they said they recommended for people to go to if they couldn't, when Fun2 was being defunct. Do you speak German? No, I don't speak German. I should learn though, because German women are hot. So That would help me in the future if I ever decided to go to Germany. Extend your Elmo Linux support. No patching. No reboot or patching. Interesting. I always every couple months I try to learn another language because I was like, hey, this sounds cool, but it ends up I don't have time. Well, it's not. I just don't care. Failed. It's probably because I don't have enough storage, which doesn't make sense. Oh, let's see. CCD. No. That'd be cool. I mean, I tried learning German at one point, and it. I have a friend who speaks German. The interesting thing about German is it's very specific to its gender dialect, from what I understand, and the grammar is pretty complex. I tried learning. We doing it. We putting a virtual machine inside a virtual machine. It is. It is done. Huh? No. Let's see. Boxes. Like any other language beyond English? No. Maybe in my lifetime. I'm trying to learn Japanese at some point. Japanese would be much. My brain gravitates it more to. I guess more. I'm more consistent. It's kind of like Rust. Like I'm not a Rust. I don't know Rust to like the fullest extent, but my ADHD has shoved me into learning Rust more. Just kind of like Japanese. Like I'm drawn back to it. FreeBSD, OpenBSD, Debian, OpenSUSE. Oh, actually, yep. I also did fuck around with OpenSUSE at one point, and NixOS, which was kind of cool, and Alpine. I got Alpine to work as a regular distro, which was kind of cool. I touched Transquil, and I didn't like it. But I hope in my lifetime that I learn another language, not to like maybe native. That'd be kind of cool. OpenSUSE. Let's see. Nix. BDS. BSD. Huh. I wonder if. Let's see. Well that loads. Nix BSD? No, I'm unaware. See, it's saying. Oh, that's why. I think it's because. Oh, a Nix OS fork. Interesting. To reproduce and declare BSD based on Nix OS, although theoretically much of this work can be copied to build out of BSD. Oh, interesting. That's kind of cool. And it's Nix. I know there is Nix enjoyers and Nix lovers, Nix OS package manage enjoyers and lovers. But I think this is actually the most superior distro on the planet. There was Gen 2 BSD? Of course there was. Guys, I finally got done compiling, I got done compiling, my terminal. I'm good. It's been like 6 months, guys. I can finally send a message. If Gen 2 BSD is still a thing, I would use it. That'd be awesome. Because then you spend, if you remember, if you don't value time, you can love and learn Linux if you don't value time. Oh god, that is interesting. Let's force quit this. No? Okay. Yeah, there's probably periods of time where I'm like, if this still existed, I would probably use it. I'm trying to think. Crazy because ports are in, like, ports of Gen 2 into BSD. I actually enjoy I kind of enjoyed my brief time using Gen 2. I kind of liked the package manager much more. I think it's Portage, if I'm not mistaken. Alright, mate, let me just do a quick reboot. Wow. Debian BSD. I'm actually a Debian hater. I hate Debian. I've always had a bad experience with Debian. So Pop OS, I had, not that I know it's Ubuntu based. Pop OS. It's maybe, okay, maybe it's a me thing, not a them thing. Not just blaming them. Portage Lake, make files for free BSD that make compiling packages easy like Portage. Oh, okay, cool. That's kind of awesome. Yeah, Portage. Why won't it let me wait? Pop OS. When I used, what was it? When Pop OS used, I set up Butterfs, yeah. When I set up Butterfs, it ended up not working. We're gonna force the shutdown. There we go. Escape. I did the snapshot, and I had the word. It didn't restore. Nothing. Something didn't work. It gave me Pop OS twice on me. Took a massive shit, and I never touched it after that. I was like, I didn't lose anything because I'm paranoid about my backups, but I was pissed because I had to reinstall it. And then I jumped to Garuda because it worked excellent with gaming with minimal work. I like to do less now. I like the terminal because I think it's more efficient than a GUI, but I genuinely like to do less working. But yeah, Debian BSD, that's hilarious. Nope. Install well, I can just do that later. That'd be cool. Let's see. Boxes inside of boxes. Let's get rid of this. A virtual machine inside a virtual machine is ArchBSD is a thing. I believe it. Anything Arch is like your well, no, I'd say Gentoo's final boss. Well, Linux from scratch is final boss. uh, Definitely. Linux from scratch is definitely final boss mode. I think the thing is people overcomplicate Linux and they make it super like you have to pull out the terminal every time. I prefer to use the terminal for very simple tasks where I don't have to go in and use a GUI. But if you hand Linux Mint or Elementary OS or whatever distro that you want to hand them, they literally just work. It just works. I think that it's at the point. I have never not found a replacement for something that I was using on it. I mean, I'm not a professional, and a lot of the professionals are like, well, I can't get rid of Photoshop. Well, I can't get rid of Adobe. Well, and it's like, okay, whatever. I mean, stay in your walled garden. Be my guest. But I ended up DaVinci Resolve is cool. I use that once in a while. Light Zone is like what I use for like photo editing in my spare time. Like when I want to edit photos, I just use Light Zone. Light Zone is great. There's a lot of open source apps that I use for music. I just like I buy, then turn digital, and then download, and I don't have to fucking pay for Spotify. I think we're at the point where like Linux can. Most people just use the browser anyways. What they do, TikTok, eat hot chips, and like they just go on YouTube, TikTok, or Facebook. But they'll like get Microsoft and spend $600 on a rig and get like a Microsoft laptop, and I'm like, what are you doing? And there's so many like good like web-based applications where you don't need to like install it. Linux is definitely easier to use today than it was like 10, 15 years ago. At least when I started like using Linux like 10 years ago. And again, I only used it because I only used Linux because it was my laptop couldn't run Windows, and I was like, fuck Windows, I'm never touching this again. Like, this is dog shit. I just paid $200 at the time. That was a lot of money to me. It's still a lot of money to me regardless at any point in my life. But I was like, no space left on the device. Fuck. Let me just... What am I doing wrong? What am I doing wrong? Can I... No. Nope. Nope. I'm gonna close that out. There we go. And then I ended up just distro hopping for years, like many years. But it's cool. I like to check out random distros every now and then. I mean, that's how I found Graphene OS. I literally hopped until I found a really good, really good. Let's see, preferences, resources, storage limit. It says 20. Oh, okay, let me try 40 gigs, 3D acceleration. Okay. Is there more? Do I have more? see. 2 gig volume. Oh, it might be. Let's see. Close. Escape. 1 star fedora. Let's see. Alright. Not now. Give me my storage. Oh, well, that could be why. I could be just dumb. Yeah. Let's install Fedora. Does it give me the option? It's very weird. Huh. Let's see. Let's see if it's... No. No, 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 no. Arch. Bang is the thing. Okay. Fuck you, boxes. And... let's go to 1. Abort check. Let's see if installing Fedora is gonna change my life. English. Gigs. There we go. All installs. I'm back. Wow, that's taking a minute. We're gonna wait. We're gonna wait all the time. Until then, we're gonna find out you. Firefox, what you gonna do? Bada 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 bang. Bada 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 boom. I just want Let's get Hannah Montana Linux and hope for the best. Hope for the best. And I'm waiting now so I can go. Let's see this, and I don't really know what it's like. Hey, we love it. Welcome all 3 watchers. I'm waiting in the water. Let's see. Alright. Yo, finished installation. Reboot. There we go. Man, I installed this bitch. makes no sense. I'm now a Fedora hater. We will see. What's up, Zed? What's going on, man? It's very late. It's past your bedtime. It's past your bedtime, brother. Okay. Oh, nice, Japan. God, I want to go to Japan. Japan seems so cool. But I feel like anyone in the West wants to go to Japan. I guess like my only nuisance would be I don't like earthquakes. But other than that, Japan seems super awesome. There's a what is it? Linux Fest coming soon. Japan. It just seems so cool there. But why an island? Why would people pick to live on an island? That's my initial my initial thought. Especially, it's kind of like when people like choose to live in Florida. Well, I mean, not really. You don't really choose where you're born, but Home for Education, Linux Fest. I don't know why I thought about this. I think correct me if I'm wrong, Zed. Mineracon was in Japan recently. If you're a Monero enjoyer and or user, that would be sick to go to. Mineracon. I think it was in Japan. So cool. Japan. Oh, they have an onion. I love when, yeah, Japan is cool. It's got its court. Yeah, I follow some. There's a broad in Japan. He's some, like, British guy that lives in Japan. He says as a foreigner, it's not as. People definitely romanticize Japan. Very hardcore that don't live there, and I understand that. it's that's such a it's cool. It's cool. Like it's cool in the hind sense that I think that from what I read, Japan is cool to like visit, and like if you speak Japanese and if you obviously live there, it's awesome. But it's as like a foreigner, if you live there, it's not as awesome as everyone makes it out to be. But I mean, everyone's got always problems with their country that they live in. Let's see. Let's go to what is that? I would. It'd be cool to live there, I guess, like temporarily. Minus the earthquakes. The earthquakes kind of. I understand they're probably not as bad as like the internet makes it out. They might be. They actually might be terrible. I don't know. Earthquakes don't sound fun, and neither is. Yeah, it's. I'm assuming it's a paradoxical country. From also what I understand is like most of Japan is like they're super behind, minus the like the tech advances that they have made, but like workforce wise they're like super behind. You can there's a teacher I follow. She says you can hire someone to quit your job, to get fired. Like you can hire someone to like quit your job because it's I don't know, it's kind of interesting. There's a lot of I know it's a culture thing, but that's kind of what was it? Now I will say that the Japanese cell phones are super based. Like fuck the normal phones. I know if Sony wasn't such a sack of shit for their pricing and their security, like some of their higher end phones run Android fucking 11, which is retarded. I would have gotten a Sony phone a long time ago. If I could put Graphene OS on a Sony phone, I would have had one. I've been here for about 9 years. Yes, it's exactly very behind technologically. Long drop toilets are still. Yeah, that's the toilets that are in the. Because everyone saw like the technical advantages of Japan from what I've read and I understand. They were ahead of their time in like the early 2000s, and then they just dropped off out of nowhere. Like they didn't progress or anything. But yeah, the toilets are like in the in the ground. 9 years, that's awesome though. Bullet trains, yeah, the bullet train is something that is super cool. My European friends, they talk shit about their train system, but America literally is. All right, that's probably something I shouldn't be looking at. Long drop toilet. This is awesome. Probably shouldn't look up the word long drop toilets in on the internet. But my friends in Europe talk shit about their train system, but like America has a really bad public transportation. Like it's not good. And I don't think it ever will. I personally don't think it will be ever. Tor should figure out a way to do dark mode more privately, so I can be on the internet in dark mode and not blinding light mode. Blinding light mode kind of sucks. Major dick. But bullet trains are cool. I'm just looking at there's a YouTuber that I randomly come across, and they'll show their like really cool Japanese old phones from like they're like a flip phone like this. Like this is a popular brand over here. This is surprisingly, it's like super huge over here for the flip phone. What was it? Japan. Cell phone. Online. I think that's what it was. Fiber internet is fast. Basically, anyone in the country can get fiber. We use Starlink because it's easy. Oh, you use Starlink over there. That's interesting. That's kind of cool. I didn't know that. I don't like the... I like the idea of Starlink. I don't like that the problem with Starlink is, from my very little research, is their security isn't really there. I hope satellite internet becomes more prevalent. I think Singapore is the fastest. I believe Singapore has the fastest download speeds. Average. It's not like ubiquitous or anything. Fastest VPN. I don't know why people talk shit about Tor being slow. It's not as slow as everyone says it is. Yo, man, welcome back. Thanks. I do love the bullet trains. Yeah, cool. Fiber. So we only have like 3 providers in our country. It's Comcast, WOW, and Spectrum, and 4 AT&T. We have other ones, but they're just like, we don't offer it in your area. I would love to get fiber because then my PeerTube server would be 500 times more efficient. No, not the fastest ISP. Google Fiber is only not as fast because it literally... I believe it's Singapore is the fastest internet. Average. No, Japan. Wow. Holds the record for the fastest internet speed, 319 terabytes per second. Oh my god, that'd be so sick for no reason. Which is significantly faster than the typical home internet speed in terms of average broadband speeds by country. The United Arab, the UAE, leads with a medium of 300 down megabytes per second. Nice. Wow, Japan broke the record, man. That's awesome. I don't know why I thought it was Singapore. I thought Singapore had the fast. So average U.S. is... I wonder what it's by state in the U.S. 196 in China. That's kind of crazy. 214, so... France. Oh, France. France smells like piss, and they have fast internet. Awesome. Wow. New Zealand, of all places, has pretty high internet speed. I've always wanted to go to New Zealand. I didn't realize New Zealand was this far. Man, I'm really retarded when it comes to the map. Papua New Guinea. This looks... Again, I didn't know New Zealand was over here. I thought it was over here for some reason. Argentina. Wow, 34. That sounds terrible. 10 megabytes per second. That sounds awful. A lot of these countries where the red is, it sounds like a nightmare. Apparently, this country doesn't have internet. That's kind of cool. 96 in Russia. China is pretty up there. Romania, 232. What the fuck is Romania doing? That's awesome. So it's Morocco. Morocco is the fastest internet. Wow. Did not know that. Singapore is the second. Okay. Morocco is number 1. On average. I don't think of Morocco, to be honest. I don't even know where Morocco is. That's how unaware I am of the internet. Anything beyond the internet. I could tell you shit that wouldn't even matter. But I can't tell you what Morocco is. Oh, it's North Africa. Interesting. Mediterranean Sea through the Argentina in the east. Oh, okay, cool. That's cool. I mean, beyond that. Beyond the, that I don't know, I didn't know Morocco had the fastest internet speed. Hong Kong, okay. Thailand, yeah, Thailand's another one. It's kind of interesting. A lot of these countries look cooler and like way more futuristic, giving up too much PI, but I live in oh, coming to Japan, came to New Zealand when I was a kid from Germany. Not really. I mean, like, you're on the internet. Like, it's premium. But I lived in New Zealand for 20 years before coming to it. And I definitely recommend learning German. Yeah, that'd be cool. Japan came from New Zealand. New Zealand when I was a kid. Yeah, I didn't know this. What was it? What is it? Brazil has the largest immigration population of, I think, Chinese or Japanese. Like per China. Damn. Chinese or Japanese? Brazil. I met someone. This is kind of crazy. I met somebody that was Japanese, and his native language was Brazilian. Yeah, like that was kind of wild. His native language was Brazilian. He spoke Japanese eventually. His wife was Brazilian, and that's how they met. Or Ecuador. Yeah, no, it was Brazilian. And he ended up. Gotta be so cool to go to Hong Kong. He ended up when she was like, they were telling me, they were like, oh, when we went to Japan, they were like very concerned, very weirded out, like that he didn't speak like native Japanese. He's like, oh no, I speak both, but I'm more fluent in Portuguese, I think is what they speak. I think or he spoke, was it Portuguese? Yes, it is Portuguese, so I'm not retarded. Wow. Let's see, Switzerland, Denmark, France, Chile, United States, always coming down in something. The worst internet speeds is Cuba with 4 megabytes. Damn, that's crazy. And India. Wow. Brazil's up there, down there. Hong Kong, Singapore. Monaco. Why did I say Morocco? Man, I'm retarded. Monaco. That is. That'd be cool to go to Monaco, I guess. I wonder. Monaco is officially principal in Monaco. Sovereign city state, microstate of the French River, Ficomers, West Italian region, Western Europe. Oh. I know. Interesting. Sovereign city state on the French Riviera. Huh. Maybe if I ever go to Madrid. Chesnia, Slovakia, Vienna. Wow, Monaco is. I wonder what prices are there. It's a sovereign city-state on the French River. That'd be cool. It'd be cool to go here. I'll put it on my bucket list. I love checking out, what do you call it? Super dark web. I love these sites. These sites are great. SafetyDetectives.com. You think this guy's real? I don't think this guy's real. He has 5 years experience of researching and writing about cybersecurity topics. He specializes in VPNs prior to joining. This is amazing. He worked as a contributor for the other VPN review sites and is a content writer for several VPN providers. Throughout his freelance writing career, he has also covered niches including SEO, digital marketing, customer loyalty. Yeah. Traveling, playing, and bringing anime and using VPNs. Yes, really. Wow. Hold on. Damn it. My camera fell. Well, if Tim Moken wasn't as retarded as the internet perceived him, he'd realize that VPNs aren't like a silver bullet. I think VPNs are great, and they have their place, but they're not a silver bullet. Look, he lives in Japan, and he's from New Zealand. He doesn't need German. You actually just need to speak English. He loves anime and 5S. I found out like a lot of these top VPN companies that review them, they're owned by like VPN companies. The Hidden Wiki. This shit's so outdated too. A lot of this stuff is like very outdated. Daniel has an online chat. I mean, I can check her more. I think Daniel doesn't even exist anymore. Facebook has an official dark web version. I don't think that exists anymore. Proton. This never works, by the way. I used it. I've tried. It's like kind of annoying. ProPublica is surveillance, self-defense, cybersecurity blog. God, what is the name of that? Cyber News. Cyber News is dog shit. There's a lot of these companies that just give dog shit advice. Ooh, Deep Web Radio. Cause there's what do you call it? There's like people that go on there on these sites and they take their advice, and I think it's bad advice most of the time. What is this though? Deep Web Radio. This is awesome. Deep Web Radio. Is this a real thing still? An asshole? Interesting. An asshole is DDoSing. Deep Web Radio is a Tor network and servers. ICS score 0. Interesting. Really, a lot of jazz. non-player. Image hosting. Upload and share images. Wow, interesting. Beneath TV is a blog about Virginia. This is kind of cool. I actually read this. It's like Virginia Tech's, like some tunnels or something, which is kind of cool. I like this. Why do you need to securely browse the dark web? Tor browser, a VPN. You can use a VPN with Tor, but from what I understand, you don't have to. It's kind of pointless. It doesn't do anything. It does. Let me rephrase it. It doesn't not do anything. Like, Tor doesn't say don't use a VPN. It says there's probably most scenarios where you don't need to use a VPN when you're going on Tor. Because now you're just trusting your VPN provider to like a certain degree. CyberGhost, Internet, Private Access, ExpressVPN, 82% off, 83%. They do these insane deals because they make money regardless. Like the money they make. What do you think about I2P? I2P is great. It's cool. I2P is super underrated. I think it solves some issues that Tor has, is because Tor somewhat is an essential authority from my basic understanding of how Tor works. They choose there's like a select few of central authorities that choose the exit nodes every like 10 minutes. Like they have like control. They have control servers. But if you want true like decentralized access to the internet, I guess I2P would be the better solution, because everyone's a router. Yeah, it's written in Java. There's I2P plus too. They should make a Rust-based version. They should make I2P Rust-based. I wonder if that exists. It probably does. There's at least one. If you could think of a tool, has it been written in Rust? It has, of course. If you could think of a tool, and if it's been written in Rust, it has. Delvin said IRE, the I2P Rust engine, is a Rust implement of the I2P router designed and purchased with the globally centralized I2P network. This is awesome. I love people that write stuff in Rust, because they're always like, I2P does sound good. Yeah, I was thinking that too. Rewriting Rust? Yeah, of course. Even though there's Rust haters in the chat. I can't remember the guy's YouTube channel, but there is a person on YouTube that says that Rust is a backdoor. Which is the most retarded thing I've ever heard. I understand there was a C thing. I spelled door wrong. I'm retarded. I can't call anyone retarded yet. And there we go. Whatever. There's a guy on YouTube that says like Rust is like a government psyop or a backdoor or some like woke shit. It's like, all right, man, touch grass, please. But I2P Rust based. Cheap viewers on streamview.com. How about you remove my balls? Spreading mousetrap. I don't care about that. What the fuck? There we go. Yeah, I'm convinced at least there's 6 bots for every 1 person on the internet at this point. Like, anytime you go into finance channels or you start like a finance channel, I've noticed that like the bots are like fucking insane there, because like boomers will go and like check out how to make $5 million, or even like Gen Z, and they'll see like hopefully they're not retarded and they don't think the comment section is real, and they're like, that looks real, and then they're like, oh god, it's so cringe. Whoever writes these suck. But yeah, I2P is definitely it's more hands on and it's cool. The and I guess like that's the con is like it's more hands on. Like Tor has it has a browser bundle. It just works. I2P Plus is kind of easy. Do you like hippos in general? Yeah, they're cool. Hippos are cool. They're violent though. Hippos are like very violent. They're like super territorial. Hippos kill a massive amount of people like every year. It's kind of crazy. And they don't look that violent, which is crazy. I wonder if this will work. I remember I tried getting this to work once and it just didn't. It had like an issue. Let's see. My 2 gigs of volume. Nope. Okay. Be careful. I'm gonna be careful. There's Freenet too. Freenet is like another protocol that allows people to explore the internet freely. And then there is ZeroNet. ZeroNet, you gotta be careful. I went on ZeroNet once, and it was pretty much. It wasn't good. It's not a good site. That's my personal opinion. I don't think ZeroNet is good. I wouldn't go there. Your IP address is technically exposed when you go there, I believe, because it's peer-to-peer. And some weird, very strange people host stuff on there that I'm not a fan of. Kind of like very, very cringe people host stuff on there, and I'm not a fan of it. But there's Freenet. It's a peer-to-peer platform, censorship-resistant, privacy-respecting, publishing, communicating. Then there's obviously Nostr, which is kind of cool. It's decentralized. It's more of a protocol. All it is stands for notes and notes, other stuff. What is it? Notes and other. Notes and other stuff transmitted by relays. That's all it is. There should be a protocol called Hippos. Yeah, ZeroNet's cool until you go on there and then you're like, this isn't cool. I don't like this place. This place kind of sucks. Nostr's alright. There's a lot of Bitcoin. Hippos are amazing. Their milk is pink, by the way, if you didn't know. I don't know why I know this, but Hippo, I think it's still pink. I might be fabricating a memory, but I don't know why I have a memory of this. I'm like 99% sure that Hippos, no it's not. No it's not. Oh, I thought like, oh wait. Am I wrong? Oh, I thought I was wrong. I was like, did I go through life thinking Hippo's milk is really pink, and it's not? Despite its name, this secretion is neither blood nor sweat. Instead, it's a blend. Oh, it's off-white. It's an off-white milk. Oh, they have no sweat glands, by the way, and they do have mucus glands, which really, at least, okay, interesting. Wow, hippo's milk isn't pink. I'm just retarded. I I fed into the pink milk uh, hippo conspiracy, just like chocolate milk in brown cows. I got debated. I hope someone makes fun of me at some point in my life about about this. They're like, "Wow, you're that retarded to think that hippo's milk is pink." Random hippos. Um, yeah, hippos are random. I just know they're not. They don't. You don't fuck around with them. They kind of violent. Bro, Fritz the hippo is funny. Fritz the is Fritz the hippo a real person? Hello, Fritz. Cincinnati Zoo. This gotta be Bullard. How about Fiona? Fiona the hippo. What about them? I feel like this is a hippos are pretty base, actually. Now that I think about it. What about otters? I watched Pepe the Pig in German with my kids. It's called Pepe Woots. I think they're hippos in that show. But look at otters, man. I think otters and koalas have autism, but in the animal kingdom. It's pretty awesome. A BRB. A BRB. Reject all. Pepe the Pig is pretty based. BRB intermission. Maybe this. Yeah. Intermission hippo. Or can I just here listen to some lo-fi guys? I'll be back in a minute. Timothy Heppo ran for president. He's from Texas. He likes naps for all. Yeah, naps for all should be based. That should be a normal take. We should all be able to take naps whenever we want. I mean, Einstein is obviously very smart, but he was for naps. He was like, you should nap all the time. There should be naps no matter what. You should embrace naps supremacy. Starlink supports IPv6 here and can use Mount. Oh, based. Well, what's IPv6? It's been around forever, right? Let me turn this down. Yeah, Starlink would be cool. I was just thinking about like that earlier. Is like satellites are a very cool concept, and we should have more of them. Upload is slow though. Yeah, I figured. Let's find out what what is IPv6. I know IPv6 is supposed to solve a lot because we only have so many IPv4 addresses, and we have more devices. IPv6 is Internet Protocol version 6. I don't think it's going to replace IPv4 though. From what I understand, IPv6 has been around for a very long time, and that it's like they've been saying IPv6 is gonna. It is 28 years old. And it still hasn't replaced IPv4. Actually, there's a funny story. Yeah, it's a larger address space. It's supposed to solve our problem because IPv4 can't. There's not enough IPv4 addresses for versus 6. Devices on the internet are assigned an IP address for identification because we have IoT, Internet of Trash. And the IoT space is super insane. With the rapid growth of the internet commercialization in the 90s, it became apparent that more addresses would be needed to connect devices to IPv4 address space set available by 98. The IETF. Yeah, it's kind of interesting. So IPv4. I forget how old that is. 1981, 43 years. Damn, that's old. That's an old person. But from what I understand is IPv6 still hasn't been implicated at all. Like, really on like a I think CGNAT use Let's learn about networking at 1 a.m., 2 a.m., 3 a.m. Damn, they denied my access. Fuck them. Networking. What is your router's firewall? I don't care about that. Super user. Stack Overflow moment. Huh. Two blog. Starlink uses CGNet. Yeah, I think most wireless carriers use CGNet. We know what that is. The IPv6. But yeah, but it's. I don't think we can use something called CGNet, known as carrier grade. Yeah, carrier grade NAT is a network address transition to help us with staying on an IPv4 network as IPv6 adoption grows. CGNet uses IPv4 residential network designed to basically pull out and share public IP addresses among residentials. Interesting. That's it. Yeah, I didn't know Starlink used that. I didn't know Starlink was also in Japan. To be completely honest, I think that's kind of cool. Is Starlink more reliable in Japan? Like where you're at? ISP network home router 1, router 2. Oh, interesting. I thought about if I ever lived in the middle of nowhere, Starlink would be like my go-to. Big IPC. Starlink is in New Zealand too. Oh, interesting. Forbidden. The cost is just too high for me to ever justify it right now. It's like $500 starting off. Starting off, it's like $500 just for the equipment and some other fees and whatever. No, I'm good. I don't think that there's a justifiable cost yet. Though, Meshtastic is cool. Meshtastic is cool, like, in terms of communications. There's supposed to be, like, more applications that can work offline. From what I understand. Google Cache was a thing, but it's not around. I don't think it. I think they defunct it like they do with everything. Which kind of sucks, because then you could see websites without having like super high bandwidth. I believe that, yeah. Google Cache is not a thing anymore. Yeah, it is gone. It is gone. I'm like in super favor of very low internet need to reach it. Let's see. DuckDuckGo, Hidden Wiki, Sci-Hub. Wow. PrivacySavvy.com. That sounds like a fake website. Starlink seems cool though. Like what is the? There's this other thing called it's like Starlink Mobile. Yeah, they must be losing money here. Let me see, 6,000. Starlink is surprisingly reliable. I have a client running his entire network off of it. The business is also located in a remote mountain location. Yeah, I think... The thing is, Starlink is cool, and I'm not surprised about the reliability. Like, satellite is probably, like, super reliable. The security would be my first concern, and the competition. I don't want Starlink to be the only one that exists. If we have less competition, I think that it reduces the the innovation to make quality product, in a sense. Like, it reduces the idea of quality. Like, if you don't have competition, you don't have to keep improving. There is yeah, it's like Starlink Roam. But that's cool that he can run his entire network off of it. That's honestly awesome. Yeah, Roam is kind of cool. I mean, for 50 gigs, for unlimited, for $72, Hugh's network is the only other... I talked to a Starlink owner in my area, and it was their only internet option. There's no other internet option besides, they said they had HughesNetwork.com like a long time ago, and they said it was awful and it was expensive, like very, very, very expensive and very awful, where they went without internet. But boats, best for marine time, emergency responses. I guess if you're on like a boat, it doesn't matter. If you have a boat, it doesn't matter. If you have a boat, $1,000 a month is nothing to you. Oh, they have it. $4,000 a month? That's nothing. Public IP, in motion. Interesting. A fixed site, a fixed location. And I hope for more competition and more people jump on the satellite. There is, I think it was on Hackaday, this company that was using they were doing a DIY satellite that was kind of cool. Hackaday has a lot of cool articles that I like reading throughout the day. But I don't know. Where is it? There was like a company that was like building like, they were building like a DIY satellite, essentially. A computer generated video. Interesting. DI digital a tiny camera shield. Yeah, I like Hackaday. They do like a lot of cool stuff. Open Air Mini. Hackberry Pi. They just kind of like put shit out. They're like, this is great. Let's see Starlink competition. Price though. Price is what kills me. It's like $500. It's a lot. if you, I guess if you literally have no option and it just works anywhere, it doesn't really matter. Oh. I was browsing around AWS services and saw that they offer satellite service. Set up a download link with a CLI. It's crazy. Oh, nice. I'll have to check that out. I believe that Starlink had a security issue that was like really easy to exploit. And my big problem is not just Elon Musk hater or anything, but there's a lot of companies that lay off their tech back end and their quality assurance, their QA, like their quality engineers, and that is my problem. I think Elon Musk takes on too many projects, and it degrades like the projects he should worry about. I think there was an exploit that was really nasty, that was very easy, that you could do very easy. Yeah. I don't really care about the there was someone who exploited someone exploited it for very low cost. And this is obviously in like 2022. Same thing with Teslas. Teslas have, these are obviously like exploits that are probably like really like high end, and they get solved really fast. My issue is that there is satellite hacking is super getting super popular. Well, not popular, but they're getting way more eyes on it because we're using satellite more now than ever, and that is kind of something. A lot of satellite communications and wasn't really built with security. It's kind of like email. It wasn't really built with email. It wasn't really built with security in mind because it didn't have to be, and I don't think they knew ahead of time. And just like any product, I need to see long-term use and not just long-term use and reliability, but long-term security in mind. Set up a downlink with a CLI is crazy. AWS. And I don't think any ISP or any company has perfect security. I just think that their security in their hands is much higher, slightly. And most ISPs, AWS for aerospace and satellite. Yeah, AWS has also what's it called? AWS has ice cold storage, like the AWS tape backup. Their tape backup is supposed to be really good though. Tape gateway. I would love to get into tape. That'd be awesome. It's just expensive. It's very expensive. Tape, Ice Guzzy, HTTPS, tape library, eject from backup. AWS free tier. I forgot they do have a free tier. Yeah, Glacier, that's what it is. Glacier looks cool. I would love to get tape. Tape is super, super awesome, and it's cheap, and I could have really good backups. My perfect solution. Yeah, I forget. Yeah, it's called. Yeah, Glacier's cool. My perfect solution would be. Is this gonna let me use it without an account? Hopefully. Would be Okay, nope, not doing that. Free online. This is how people looked up stuff on the internet a long time ago, and they got hacked. Yeah, Glacier is super cool. There's another tape company. I think IBM offers tape as well. It's just expensive. It's expensive. I get why it's expensive. It's not cheap. It's not cheap, but it can last a long time. Same with MDisk. MDisk is, but it's like owned by like the proprietor's disk itself is owned by like another company, so you have to buy like their hardware and stuff. But my ideal solution would be this. This is my house. This is my house, and then here's me. Some hair. And then here's another person that's bigger than me, and they're like, give me all your stuff, man. And I'm like, nah, man. I miss the old days. SCSI, CRTs. Don't miss dial. Yeah, fuck dial up. Disconnected. But my ideal solution would be like, here's my house. And then this person doesn't. Oh shit. This person doesn't exist. And then I get this person becomes my girlfriend. They become my girlfriend, and they're like, I have a house, and then I get a min IO server set up here, and then a min IO server set up here, and then I have S3 at home. That'd be the bee's knees. Yeah, I SCSI, I don't understand the use for it beyond that it's like really cool. I've only used it once. I don't fully understand it beyond that. I'm assuming it's something very simple that I could just read on. Let's see. So, for internet small computing system interface and an internet protocol based on storage. Oh, because it's a storage network. No, storage networking, which kind of makes sense. I knew it that much, but I never saw the need for it. Was interconnected, connecting drives, scanners, tapes, and drives, etc. Oh, okay, cool, nice. I've never used it. Besides, I think I used it on. let me rephrase that. I think I used that in Synology one time. If I'm not mistaken, I think yeah. I think I used it on Synology one time, and then that was about it. I did an internal zip drive that was. Let's see. Oh, okay. Oh, nice. Yeah, I figured there's still there's probably people that still use it. You know, probably still use. Oh damn, 100 megabyte disk. That's so small. That yeah, it must be crazy to look at storage now and like how cheap it is compared to it was like 20, 30 years ago. It's got to be really cool to see like the growth of storage and like just the costs like go down in retrospect of what you had versus what you have now. Well, guys, it's petty bedtime. I appreciate everyone coming in. Hell yeah. Yeah, it's cool that data has gotten bigger. Now I can watch a movie that costs 5 gigs. I will see. I will see everyone later. And I will be back next week or in a couple days. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. See y'all later. Y'all have a